Right, hi everyone, welcome back again. Back on the Rover, obviously. I've been doing a few bits and pieces. What have we been doing? I've nearly finished prepping all of the panels for the passenger side now. I was going to show the welding repairs on that door, but it ended up getting a lot more complicated than I thought. So I didn't end up filming that, but that door's all prepped now, ready for the high build primer. Same with the front door. So it's got etch primer on that at the moment. So, and I've still got to just finish sanding down the rear panel, the rear quarter panel, rear wing, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so the bonnet's all on there, as you know. It's all dusty and horrible now, so I've got give it a wash once I've finished painting everything. And what else have we got? Oh yeah, the wings in etch primer for the front as well. So that's in here. So that's all prepped, ready for high build primer as well. So that's all good. But it's a bit early to start sanding and stuff at the moment. So what I'm going to do in this video is show you this Starchem paint stripper, which isn't the easiest thing to get hold of now, but you can still get it. But yeah, so I'll set the camera up. I'll probably put it on a time lapse, like speed it up a bit, but yeah, I'll set the camera and put some of that on there. Because what I've been doing is stripping the panels and giving them a clean off and de-rusting all the little surface rusty bits, which the front wings haven't got any on, so these have been really easy. But I've still got to strip the doors as well, but these are already off, so I'm going to do these now while I'm waiting for the time to tick on a bit, because I don't want to make any noise around here yet. It's a bit early. Right, so I'll do that. I'll set the camera on the tripod. Right, so I've just got an old tub and a brush. I've just been tipping a bit in here. See, I should really have my arms covered out as well, but if you're careful, it's not so bad. But that'd be my tip. Don't do as I do. Do as I say, not as I do. So you should have eye protection and all sorts on. Yeah, I'll just put a bit of a coating on it. Oh, and then I'll wax into the... That was good, wasn't it? That was a good start, wasn't it? Coming off. Still a few bits. This is what I've done last time, even though it has. Even the bits where it hasn't pickled up. When you see it comes off. Really very easy. And make sure you put gloves on, not like what I just did. Most of this should DA down now, in all honesty. Messy job, horrible messy job. But this, if it does the same as the other side, all lifts off nice, but then it leaves a coating underneath. Horrible. I'm not going to film me scraping all of this off. I'm sure no one wants to see that, but right, I'm going to finish scraping that off and then I'll be back. As you can see, I started scraping this off. Some of it's coming off alright, some not so much. It is coming off. Just going to take a couple of goes with it, but it's coming off. Right, I'll switch the camera off and then I'm going to finish scraping that off and the other one off, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I've just put another coat of this on there. I don't know if you can see, but this, even though it hasn't bubbled up on this, it's almost turned the second layer of paint into it's just kind of turned it watery, which is a bit strange, but as you can see, it's one bit rag. How mad's that? It's still left this bottom coat, but this is what it's done on the other side. I think this is full of primer, but even that's weakened that. But what I've done on the other side was I just DA'd it all off, which is what I'm going to have to do on this side, I think, as well. Look, just literally wipes off. Crazy. It wouldn't be how I would have hoped to have done it, but if it works, it works. Alright, once again, I'm not going to film all of this, but you can see what it's done. That's nuts. Like I said, this layer is really just not scraping off. Right, let's switch this off and I'll be back when I've cleaned it all off. Right, so once I've been over it with a paint stripper, I know there's still quite a bit left on it, but we'll give it a wipe over with a few rags, so make sure you've got plenty of old rags. And then round the edges, I've been using like a wire brush bit and a drill, but you could use a normal wire brush because that'll just do it as well, see? But what you've got to be careful of is not putting too much heat in the panel. So around the edges and that with a bit in the angle grinder or in the drill is okay, but in the middle of the panel, you know, it's probably better to DA it if you can. I also got some, which I can't think of the name of them now. I've also got some of these discs, some of these stripping discs, which I'm going to use on this one because there's some pitting in the panel, just some rust. But once again, you know, try not to stay in one place for too long. Yeah, actually I'll have a little go with this on that panel and then we'll see where we are, but hopefully you'll be able to see. The other thing I did forget to mention is on this panel, the black bit on it is the rust treatment, which I put over the surface rust, which I'm going to take DA that down before putting the primer on, but I'm not at that stage yet, so let's go back over there and try one of them discs on the rear wing, on the other rear wing. Right, so before I use this disc, this is the sort of wire brush I use. It's only like the fine, don't get one of the really heavy knotted ones because that will generate too much heat, but yeah, I'll just do a little bit here and you can see then. So yeah, you can see what that does. I mean, just don't keep it in one place for too long. Oh yeah, so I do all of the rails around here and all the inside of the wheel arch like that, and then move on to this disc, all the DA, to remove the rest of it. Like I said, just keep, if you're going to use these, you know, just keep it moving. Don't stay in one spot for too long. Right, so this one's a used one. So let's have a little go with that and just to show you how we've been doing it. There's so many different ways you can strip it. Ideally you could get it shot blasted, but this is a cheap way. Going hardly any heat at all, but like I said, just keep it moving. that's about it really. What I'll do is I'll go over it with this, because these don't damage the steel. They just take all the paint and stuff off, so just need to go across the whole panel now, but then what I'll probably do is DA it as well. And then that should be ready for primer. Well, edge primer first, obviously. Right, so the rear wing's all stripped over there, obviously with one of these discs. I will DA it off in a minute, but I'm going to DA all of this off now. I just tried on a little bit, 80 grit paper in it. Right, I'm going to put a mask on there just a quick bit just to show you, but just going to DA all of that off now. The good thing with the DA is it can't try and keep it nice and flat, then you know if you've got any eye spots, which hopefully we won't. It looked pretty straight anyway, that wing, so but I've got a little bit of fill down here, just a little bit where them badges were, but I will be re-drilling these holes anyway. Right, back in a minute. So I've got a bit of waylaid with the filming as usual, but I have finished off. I say finished off, I haven't finished it off. Like, this is all etched now. There's a couple of tiny little bit, there's a couple of tiny little dents in it. One there, and one there. So I've filled them. But I do need to do a little repair on this one. There you can see, but need to cut that out and repair that, but that's a job for another day. But the R bit is done on it now, because at least it's all stripped and etched, and the same with the wing. The wing's all done, but I got waylaid because I finished prepping the rest of the panels, which were nearly done. So the offside panels are all in I-build white primer now. You got wing, front wing, rear wing, and then the two doors. So I can leave them a week now, which mean, you know, so they'll be nice and dried out and it'll be nice and hard, and I can key them up next week and get some top coat on them. Yeah, that's not a very good picture, is it? But yeah, they all look pretty good to me. So yeah, more than happy. But yeah, it's a bit of a bits of video, but thanks for watching, and I'll do another one soon. See you later.